So go ahead and introduce yourselves for me.
So my name's Annette Wilkie.
My name is Fred Wilkie.
And how long have you guys been patients here?
Next year it'll be 10 years for me.
And 2012 I started, so almost 6.
Okay. So what brought you in as patients? What were you experiencing before you came in that brought you here?
So I wasn't experiencing any symptoms.
Okay.
I was a client at Curves, and Dr. Lipinski came for a screening, and he told me that I was out of rotation and out of balance, and suggested that I come in for a follow-up. So I did. I was impressed that there were x-rays and measurements. I'm an engineer, so
Okay.
I appreciated that there was a scientific approach to what was happening. I was surprised that the adjustment didn't seem like it was anything. I left the office really wondering, what was going to happen. And it just made a remarkable difference. Little things like I used to stumble a lot
Wow.
because my legs were not the same length. I used to have difficulty like walking or running. I would get shin splints and things like that went away. Headaches went away. Monthly symptoms were less. I noticed that at work when a cold went through the office that other people were going down with a cold and I wasn't getting sick.
Wow.
I used to travel a lot internationally and always come home sick. And I started traveling internationally and not coming home sick.
That's amazing.
So I became a real believer that, this is important, and I can now wear high heels. Dr. Lipinski doesn't think that I should, but I can wear high heels and not stumble.
Wow.
So it was really life-changing for me, and I know it's a lot of people think that sounds silly, but I really believe that this is a very important medical treatment that most people aren't getting.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about you, Mr. Wilkie?
It took me a few years. She actually convinced me to come here. And like I said, it took a couple of years to get me to come here. And in 2011, I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis. It's an autoimmune disorder.
Okay.
And I was really feeling down. I was getting headaches, not for that, but in 1991, I was in a car accident. I spent 12 years with a regular chiropractor. And I'd go in every other week to get adjusted, and it helped the headaches, but I just didn't like, going in and getting beat up. And so when she was telling me something like this, I've already been through that stuff, I'm not doing it again. And then finally, I really, really got some bad headaches in the summer of 2012, and then I decided to come in, and I just came in and I told him right to his face, I don't think you can do anything for me. I have one leg, almost 3 inches shorter than the other. I'm all beat up. There's nothing you can do for me. And he says, challenge accepted. And we did all the x-rays and showed me everything. And then that first adjustment, I went home and I'm like, well, I don't feel anything different. Week went by. I'm like, hey, I don't think I've had headaches. And in 2 weeks and then 3 weeks, and I came back again because it's those adjustments right away. You come in often. And I came in, I said, I haven't had a headache, and the fatigue I used to feel was, it's not like I can run a marathon, but I feel a lot better. But other than that, I've been feeling great. No headaches. I used to take 3 to 6 aspirins a day sometimes.
Wow.
And now none.
Wow.
So it's awesome.
And he's on immune suppression therapy for this autoimmune disease. We've been sick, we've gotten a cold in the house and he doesn't get it, right? So
My 5-year-old grandson has a cold just about every other month
Yes.
from being in school.
Yes.
And this is the first one I've gotten, and like I said, I can't even remember the last time I had a cold. So.
Wow. That's amazing. So your quality of life has definitely improved.
Yes.
And you guys have been coming more than just the initial appointments and maintenance. You've been coming for years. So you see a benefit in this as a preventative maintenance care.
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
Well, over the course of 10 years, I've had other things happen. Like because I'm on a computer all the time, I started to get some carpal tunnel symptoms. So when you come in, you write down any symptoms that you've been having, and he'll take the measurements, and I've treated carpal tunnel this way. I was doing a significant amount of exercising for a period of time, and I used to get aching in my hips sometimes. This also has addressed that. So I think it's important to come in and make sure that everything is staying in place.
Yes.
Because our lifestyle, Oftentimes I come in after the international travel because you've spent a lot of time in an airplane in an awkward position,
Yes.
or sleeping or not sleeping very well.
Right.
So I think it's important that it's maintained.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you guys for sharing your story.
No problem.
Appreciate
Yeah, thank
it.
you.